What's going on, guys? Whitehorse here. Going to be giving you guys Mr. Josh Davis's OTS winning deck profile.
Yes,
he
sir.
played Yummy,
Yeah.
Sky Striker Yummy, I guess, if you want to say. Before we get into the profile, Josh, is there any shout-outs or anything you want to say?
Well, yeah, I want to shout out my awesome fiance and our son, for giving me some time to let me explore my hobbies a bit more. I love them to death, but I also love, this game, so it's really nice that they let me have a nice balance. My team, the collection,
Yes, sir.
shout them out.
Yes, sir.
We all rolled up this weekend, tried to perform our best. I just happened to come up on top this time. Next time might be someone else, but I'm very thankful for our good playtesting group that helped me prepare for this tournament. And our store here, we're recording at the Hobby Hub, our sponsor store. Awesome community, lets us, have a good place to play test and just get along, have a good time. But anyway, I played Yummy at the Bainbridge OTS this past weekend. Got first place, third in Swiss, and then I won the whole thing in the top 4 cup. What else can I say about this deck other than it's probably one of the best decks I've ever played in my life. It's very rewarding in terms of skill expression, and there's just so much stuff you can do with it. But after that, let's just get into the profile.
All right, let's go.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm playing Triff's list basically. The 43 cards. I gotta say his list is really refined and well crafted, and I just wanted to try it out, see how it did, and it really performed quite well.
Yeah.
But for the engine, you play 3 Cupsy. This is basically heart and soul of the deck. It searches and then it can draw a card if it's special off the synchro. Then you have Cookie. Cookie is the strongest one, which does come up because you kind of want some of these in attack because of the field spell on your opponent's turn or your turn, so you can get advantage through the battle phase. Because this deck does struggle, like you end on like the link 1 and they're like battle phase, you go attack over it, but you get the field spell, you can play around with some stuff. But this makes a monster lose 1,000 attack on summon if it's special out of synchro. It can destroy that monster instead. The 1,000 attack actually did come up in a duel where I OTK'd someone, so that was nice. And then my personal favorite one, just in terms of art, is Lollipop. This one comes up a lot in shuffling cards back in the deck, because you can shuffle like their Molcharmies back in the deck. And I swear I got Molcharmy, like double Molcharmy, maybe with 3 or 4 games today, or this past weekend. And I would just put this back in their deck, and if I couldn't beat them on the crackback or whatever, and hopefully they might break. But this come up sometimes, and that's it for the monsters. And then 2 Surprise. This is the most versatile card in the deck. You get to target 2 of their cards or monsters and 2 of yours and bounce them back in the hand or extra deck. And then you can also chain with your link 1 to synchro summon, and this doesn't have to bounce everything, it just has to bounce the targets at resolution, so you get lots of advantage off it. But the most practical one I used was summoning from the graveyard with it. It also has a neat effect where it can bounce the field spell, so like let's say they go for SP Little Knight on your field spell, because you really don't want to lose your field spell to banish. It's okay if it gets to the graveyard because you can shuffle it back, but you definitely don't want to get banished, so this can return your hand and place it again, which it didn't come up in the tournament, but it did come up in playtesting. Sometimes I wish I could play 3, but you really want to play 2, one for your turn and 1 for their turn, because you can search it off Cupsy, and that's what you usually do. And then for the field spell, just play 1. I do agree with Triff's logic that you don't want to brick on it. If I was going to play another field spell, I would just play 2 of this, but I didn't want to brick, so I thought 1 was fine. But this card is insane. It's your extender, it's your OTK enabler. It just does everything.
It does a lot.
Yeah.
It summons 1 back. Yeah.
And then for the custom card of the deck, Obedience School.
Yeah, this
this.
It resolves.
What else is there to say about this card? I mean, if you want to activate it first, going first, and you get it basically checks for Ash Blossom, and if they don't have Ash Blossom, you're going to end on a pretty good board. I will say going second though, you kind of want to bait everything else and then resolve this, because this is how you win going second, basically, too. And it did come up. I top decked this going second in my round 2 match in game 3. We were just top decking. I top decked this. I activated this. It resolved. And I basically won the game because of it.
Nice.
And then for some more engine. This engine's okay, I guess. I mean, I like it, but also there's some hands where I'd open like 2 of these, and it's like, I only have 1 target.
Yeah.
But I'd usually maybe like side 1 out, go in second. And then some more engine enabler 1-for-1. 1-for-1 come up sometimes. There's one game where like I played through everything and I had 1-for-1, but then he had Ash Blossom. I didn't even know about it, and I was like, oh, okay, well I lose. But this is a good extender still. And then more consistently, Pot of Prosperity. I'll be honest, I maybe activated it twice, and I always did it for 3. And I'll be honest, I wish it was just Called by the Grave, because there's so many times where I got double Mole Charming, and I was just like, oh, well, this deck can kind of play through 1 Mole Charming, but 2 is really rough. But usually I would just add like a hand trap off this to complete my inboard. But it's okay. I mean, I won't say it's a bad card, but definitely hurts going second too because you can't OTK him.
Yeah.
But it was good. I mean, I'd probably try Called by the Grave and see what was up with it. But this card it performed okay for if I did activate it. That's it for the engine, and then for the non-engine, 3 Ash.
A lot of hand traps.
3 hand traps. I was trying to play board breakers and early playtesting, but Triff is right. They hand trap you through your whole combo, like 3 hand traps. I was like, oh, what am I supposed to do with these board breakers in hand? They're just going to OTK me. So, I think hand traps are probably a bit better. 6 Mole Charmies, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Purge. There's one game where I opened this and like engine, and I went Ash Blossom on their stake VS Kanom. They went Stake Your Soul, I Ashed. They summoned Azuna, Imperm. They summoned Jokul, I Purged, destroyed their Jokul, and they passed with basically nothing, and I OTK them.
Nice. We take those.
So, like, yes, these hand traps are all, and if I sequenced it different, I couldn't Ash because of Purge's hand effect, but, if you sequence it right, you can use all 3. But that's just how some hands can be custom, basically, with this deck. It's like you just need 1 engine card, and then a bunch of hand traps, and you can basically go play through going second. Instead of these board breaker cards.
And
they're still good going first.
You got a few more hand
Yes,
traps?
sir.
Okay.
And then for the ones that are kind of interchangeable, Valor did perform quite well. I can't remember, I played against Rescue Ace, and they summoned Hydra and go Hydra effect. I would just Valor it, or their Turbulence or whatever. That come up sometime. And then Ghost Dagger and Ghost Bell, 2 of each. I would say Ghost Dagger performed quite well. They would do some weird stuff with like their yummy cards, and you would Ghost Ogre, and they couldn't.
It's probably good against like the field spell and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. Good against the yummy field spell. Ghost Spell's really good against their Synchro 2 that summons back 2 from the graveyard, and it's got other good applications, good other matches. But these cards actually performed quite well. I think I'm gonna keep on playing them.
I got you. And what's the main deck?
It was 43.
43.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
And then for the extra deck,
Yeah, what do we got for the extra?
the 3 Link 1. This card is kind of like Cupsy, Heart of the Soul. It gets all your engine going. There's some games. 1 second.
You're good. 3 snatching.
Like I was playing against like Rizel, and they'd summon Detonator. I would like say I open like 2 of these or whatever. I would just go like normal summon this and no effects, and then link into this, and then special this. And then go effect the search, and then if they detonator, I chain this to synchro. Or, yeah, and then they could go detonator and pop, but, you do kind of play around with some stuff. Because, like, if you have, like, this card right here, you can play around with some stuff with a detonator inboard. But, it's important to kind of bait some stuff out. But it was okay. I mean, this card's really good.
The card is very good.
More engine. This is the Summon 2 back from grave. This is the Book of Moon 2, and this is the Search 2 monsters from deck.
All right, I gotta ask. On your opponent's turn, which one, or I guess, which one is your favorite, and which one was the best?
Going on my opponent's turn?
Yeah.
The Book of Moon 2 is really good on your opponent's turn. I mean, they have the Ritual Beast effect where they tag out, which kind of also drew me to the deck too, because I love Ritual Beast. But you kind of want to bounce between them and make sure they're back in the extra deck. You can also recycle them with some stuff.
Is Cookie your favorite?
Probably out of these 3, Cookie's probably my favorite. I mean, look at that Cookie. He's just snatching them. But I won so many games where they would like normal summon a monster, and I would have like this and another level 1 on the field. I would just summon this and book them in the cards. Like, oh wow, I got nothing.
Yeah.
But this is part of your like engine going first of your combo.
So mainly summon Cookie on their turn, and then Cupsy and
Cupsy and Lollipop kind of play on your turn. But Lollipop is good at recycling your monsters because you can synchro with them. I mean, they're effects in the game, but you can synchro with the other ones or whatever.
Yeah. And it's good to like maybe sometimes summon Lollipop like to get the attacks up and stuff.
For sure. Yeah, because because Cookie also has the strongest attack, and Lollipop has the second strongest attack.
Yeah.
So they're like what 3,200 sometimes, 3,600 just beaters. Even this is like a 2K beater, 2,500 beater.
I got you.
Rest of the combo, like 1 Metal Marcher, 2 Herald. Sometimes you go obedient school going first, but you can still make Herald on your opponent's turn, which I never did because I always I felt like I always had everything, so I never needed to go into Herald. I think I did go into Herald one time on my opponent's turn, and it won me the game. But this is basically just combo requirements. And then Kagari for the Sky Striker engine, Link Spider in case you get nibbed. All Mirage was interesting because there'd be some hands where I'd open like one engine, like one of the level 1s, and then just a bunch of hand traps like Will Charmies or Valor. And I would just normal summon Valor or Will Charmy, link into this, and then special the any of the level 1s, and then just go and just play.
Yeah.
So I definitely like All Mirage over like Anima, and I also respect my opponent enough not to play into Anima at like high level tournaments like OTSs or regional. And then SP. And then for kind of 2 techs, I don't want to say they're tech cards, but this is good. I never went into it though, but it protects your field spell and it can recycle your quick play. It also has a nifty effect when it's destroyed. You can burn your opponent, so that might come up in time or whatever. And then Typhon is good to out like detonator boards or whatever. That's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, pretty much the same as Trips. 3 Droll, 3 Lancia. I did play a Malice, and so I was going to respect Malice going in this format. It never came out because I never saw it, but I'm happy I had it just in case. And then for going first cards, double Solemn. Kind of was thinking maybe playing 9 Solemns, but I mean, these put in so much work this weekend.
Yeah.
And then Treff was playing like Harpies, Call by the Grave, and Lightning Storm, but I decided to play like the Cyframe package is my like kind of tech.
Yeah.
I never saw Gamma, but I saw Delta 3 games. I delted like Rizal Cross, I delted Obedient School. I think I delted something else, but this card was so good and caught so many people off surprise.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with this.
Card is a blowout.
Yeah,
sure.
there was only one game where I opened these 2 in my hand. I did lose it, but I did get to. If I maybe had one more card, I might could have won that game. But it happens. So.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed.
It paid off, man.
Yeah, it did pay off. Yeah, so.
Well, all right,
That's
guys.
the deck, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is Mr. Josh D with his yummy deck.
Yes, sir.
And I guess if there's nothing else, Josh.
No, sir, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. All right, guys. While we're signing up, peace.